That's a great introduction to the. Hello, it's Rain. Good evening, everyone, dear viewers. Welcome to Belgium, round 6. It is, I think, out of 16. For season 11 RFL. As you can see, there's rain. Quite a lot of it as well. It doesn't look like it's maybe intermediates. It may be intermediates. Somebody's on an outlap and it's the curbster himself. It isn't intermediates. Panic has already retired. I think he retired in the pit lane. Oh, Kirby's done. Oh, he's crashed. He's lost his wing. And he's done that on purpose, I guess. I don't know. It's the second time he's done it. Last week as well, Canada, last time he raced, he's done the same thing. We've got Colombia on an outlap, and Dr. Mo is on an outlap as well. Okay, Tarrier is one to watch out for. Lord James, obviously one of the main stars in this season so far. We've got immediately into the action, and I completely forgot. Oh no, Omar has left the session. Thanos. First of all, I couldn't even introduce Cal. I'm sorry, Cal. There was action going on already. Welcome to the stream, guys. And I have Cal with me today. Cal, are you there?
Hello there, wonderful human beings, and welcome to a rainy qualifying session here at the Spa-Francorchamps circuit as we get two more drivers joining us this evening in Mr. Fins, as you say, and Mr. Vesper Jupiter 94.
Good to see that they've managed to make it on time. I think they can still take control
Oh,
of their
well, Kirby's
cars
just retired at Stavolo.
He may have done a
Oh my goodness me.
Oh god, if that was
Lord
not
James almost
ghosted.
just had an absolute massive crash with him, but he ghosted.
Oh, Panic's left the session. That's not ideal. By the way, Cal, if you ever press the home button, remember to go to the party and re-include your audio, like uninclude it and re-include it again.
Yeah.
If you pressed, not that the same thing that happened last week happens again. So Lord James is the first one to go on a lap here around a pretty wet Spa. Let's actually go on board with him. The number 3 Haas, driven by James. Of course. Ooh. Wheel spin in 4th gear, quite tricky conditions. These are indeed up or Rouge to Radillon, down the Camel straight. Now, Small King to the right. Obviously, you'd open the DRS, but because it's wet, you can't unless you're Kimi Raikkonen. Into
Kimi Raikkonen.
Yep, he once used DRS in Hungary. In a rainy practice session, he managed to defy the system and use DRS. First time lap of the session will be set by James, I believe. Ooh, he's sliding. I can feel the controller has picked up the vibrations of the cars around. That was a nice save there. He really went on the power early through there. Takes Bouillon quite nicely. Into the S section we go. Very tricky in this game. Especially this section. It's very easy to run wide and get an invalidation, but he keeps it clean. Looks like it's starting to rain a bit heavier now. People need to set lap times immediately then, and if that is the case, before it progresses to full wet conditions, if we do get that. Through Blanchimont. Into the bus stop chicane. Let's have a nice outside view. Takes the apex quite nicely, has a nice wide sharp entry. No wheel spin this time, and he does set a 53.2. His teammate Alonso is also on a lap, but who is coming through? Dr. MMO, there you go, they've already set the lap times. One of the Alpines is completing their lap time, and it's K Tarrier who goes second fastest, 9/10 of a second off. Skull Killer gets up to third in a 55.278. Then we have one of the Alpines, another Tom Gorian setting his lap time. He's in 5th with 57. Kozlesko, a very good lap time there, very close to Tarriers. Moves his McLaren to 3rd place. Who else do we have setting a lap? It's Fins. Fins is about to start his. EBI has done his lap, I think. No, he started his. Vapid is on his out lap. He's taking a really wide line to get as early as possible on the acceleration. Has a little bit of a tank. Maybe a little bit of wheel spin into turn 1. Scotsman in the Mercedes. So a lot of wheel spin there as well in 5th gear even. Sigma Alonso completes his lap time and goes 2nd fastest, just behind his teammate. A lot of sparking going on there. The car really low. You can see the sparks flying out of Mercedes, hitting the ground. He goes fastest apparently, but you can't trust the sector times on the minimap because they're not always wrong. They're not always right, but they're also not always wrong. Got some yellow flags. People slowing down. The 2 Alpines there in the final sector. Ooh, that's a slide and a half there as well from the Mercedes driver. Through Pujon into the S section. Takes a nice line as EBI rejoins the session. Nice cornering speed through there for Vapid. Apparently gone fastest once again in that sector through Blanchimont into the bus stop chicane, which has undergone quite a few changes over the years. Oh, he runs a little bit wide, just a tiny bit. That compromises his exit a little. And he goes 2nd fastest, less than a 10th away from pole position. Fins has completed his lap time in the meantime as well, 53.781, moves up to 4th. And I think that's almost everyone except the 2 Red Bulls, who I think one of them is on a lap. Fisichella is going through towards bus stop. He runs a bit wide, not ideal, compromises his entry and exits subsequently. And moves to 11th place with a 56.7. Sofresh is on an up lap. Star is on a lap. Through Pujon. Slides a little bit there. Into the S section. He goes, and I think that's... And after he sets his lap time, that will be pretty much everyone except EBI, who's also on an out lap. The last 2 to set a lap, the last 3 to have to set a lap time still. Through Pujon, yeah, sure. Blanchimont into the final bus stop chicane. Takes a better line than his teammates. Doesn't run wide, has a good exit. Goes up to 9th for 55.242, and that's pretty much everyone. I think Sofresh and EBI are the only 2 that are still need to set an up time, and they will start theirs pretty soon. There you have it, Sofresh starts his lap in the Ferrari. His teammate, Scott, unfortunately, for the 3rd week running, is not available to race today, fortunately. That's putting a massive dent in his championship chances this season so far. Through Rouge and Radion down the Camel Straight. Now we have a yellow flag. It's one of the Alpines and one of the Williams cars, I think, slowing down quite a bit there. Something's happened. It's just Dr. Mo going out of the way. Ooh. Good traction then, no wheel spin. For so fresh in the Ferrari. Through Puhan he goes, quite... just right on the edge there with the grip. We have a yellow flag. Maybe might have been EBI. Yellow flag for what reason? I don't know. Through Blanchiment goes so fresh into the final chicane, approaching it. Ooh, he runs a tiny bit wide. Crossing the finish line, he moves up to 12 with a 56.632. Now the two Alpines are on a lap. Keitaria has invalidated his. Tom is on a valid lap time. See what the Scotsman in the blue Alpine can do today. .4 seconds off. I think pole position, I think that is. Into the bus stop. Takes a nice tidy line and goes into the pits. So yeah, he did abort his lap time. See, does Keitaria have enough fuel? No, he doesn't. So he pulls into the pit lane. We've got 5 minutes left of the session, and the rain doesn't seem to have intensified. Actually, it looks like it's raining even less than before. Seeing Rapid on a lap, he's plus 9,000ths of a second. So pretty close, very close between himself and James at the moment. Rapid recently has excelled in wet conditions, winning the race in Canada on pure pace alone. In the wet, seems to like these conditions. He really... Ooh, barely keeps it on the track there. Through Pujon into the S's, or the S, just single S now. Ooh, maybe a little bit wide there. Oh, he's half a second up on his time. This could be a tasty lap from the Scotsman. Let's see if he will challenge James for pole. We've got 3 minutes and 50 seconds left. Through Blanchiment into the bus stop. Takes a nice line, doesn't run wide this time, and he's aborted his lap time.
Hello there. So yeah, sorry for the radio silence for a bit there. So basically, Vesper Jupiter isn't able to select his car, so that is very unfortunate for the Aston Martin driver.
Oh yeah, okay.
So, yeah, that's not. Maybe might be hoping to get like a restart or something. I mean that would work in his favor. So then
Or
he'll be able to
maybe
get
no, no,
in.
it will put him in that car for the race. It will automatically put
Okay.
it.
Okay. We shall hope for his sake that that does indeed happen. But yeah, I've not really been paying too much attention for obvious reasons, trying to help get him in. So yeah, enlighten me on what has been occurring.
Make sure to have you pressed the home button?
I have made sure, excuse me, my audio is all good. I have checked. So yeah.
So let me check the stream as.
Yes, I went on it myself and I could hear myself.
Oh, okay, good. It's sweet. Right, at the moment, you've not missed too much. Just the usual. I think the usual suspects are at the front, challenging for pole. At the moment, it is quite close, to be fair. Setting a lap time at the right moment may decide the grid for today's race. With just about 2 minutes left, I think. No, 1.5 minutes left. For the session, Lord James starts his final lap of the session. He won't have enough time to complete another one. So if he messes this up, he may be put under pressure by Vapid and the following rest of the field. As Kizlesko sets the fastest lap time, he goes provisional
Oh,
pole.
very nice, very nice. By 600ths of a second exactly. So, can anyone else beat that time as we head into the last minute or two of the session?
And as you say that, I saw that James is 2 tenths up on his time. So he is improving quite a bit in Sector 1 alone.
Yep, heading down the hill towards P1 now.
One of the trickiest corners. One of the trickiest corners in the game. It's very easy to get a track limit warning. You run just a little bit wide.
Yeah, the curb on the inside as well. I've had many experiences of that spinning me. I'm sure a lot of drivers here have also experienced that. So yeah,
On this
something
game,
to
yeah,
watch out for.
on this game, it's not been as bad as the last couple of
Almost
years.
9/10 of a second. Lord James is up in his time, so this could be good for a provisional pole position here.
3 Blanchimont, an absolute rocket ship, is that has under his hands. Into the bus stop, hopefully, as to break. Perfect line through the final chicane. Good acceleration, and he goes fastest by a absolute postcode.
Yep, more than a second as well. As Tariq crosses
Tariq,
line for a 52.4. So maybe the track's slightly drying up towards the end. Physical goes 10th with a 54. Star goes 8th. Dr. Mo goes up to 7th. So a lot of drivers improving here. Who's next to cross the line? It's Mr. Tom Gorian, leading the championship by 2 points ahead of Lord James 22 coming into this race, and he crosses the line, and it's P3 just behind his teammate. Anybody else still on a lap tier CD? He is up on his time as well. Through the bus stop chicane he goes. And towards the finish line and across the line up to P7 for the McLaren driver. Finn's the last driver to cross the line. Goes a big sliding moment there from Finn's. He wasn't up in his time through the second sector, but is he still so? Second position for the Alfa Romeo, just 100th of a second ahead of Tariq. So, there is your starting grid for the Belgian Grand Prix in RFL. Lord James takes pole position. As for Finns alongside him on the front of the grid. So yeah, a very interesting end to the session there. And yeah, as just mentioned there, Lord James takes pole position with S4 Finns P2. Tarrier is P3 with Tom Gorey and his teammates. With an Alpine Lockett, row 2 with Sigma Alonso in P5. Kozlesko is P6. Vapid in P7 with Tier C Dayton in 8th position. And Skulker in 9th, meaning that both the McLarens and the Mercedes are both one behind each other, with Doxmo P10, Starcrax P11, Fisichella P12, Columbia P13, SoFresh in P14, ABI P15, and the two AlphaTauri cars not setting a lap time, and will be towards the back of the grid, and hopefully we will have Mr. Vesper Jupiter joining us on the grid as well.
He will most likely be able to join, but maybe not in the car he's supposed to drive. He may be put in a different car than what he's used to. Let's check that real quick. Vesper Jupiter should be in. I can't see him on the table, unfortunately. I can't see him on the driver's table.
The race director will answer that. No, he's not in. No. That's a bit unfortunate there.
Yeah, but it does look like to be a nobody's pressed A so far, I think. Yeah, unlucky for Jupiter there. Not being able to select the car.
Yeah, that's true. I mean, a restart wouldn't affect the tyres at all because it was a wet session. Yeah, we'll see what happens.
Restarts are being asked at the moment, but we will see if something is done about this. As Vapid is typing in the chat at the moment. Let's see if... Yep, so Vapid does confirm indeed that we will not be restarting the race. But yeah, quite an interesting tyre choice for a couple of the drivers here. We've got the first two on mediums, followed by the Alpines on softs, Alonso on hards. So let's go mediums, softs for Vapid, mediums, medium, soft, medium, soft, as somebody just switched away. Alonso switched on to softs and Tarrier has switched on to mediums. So let's see how many people will play the bait where they select the tire at the last possible second. Today we will find out quite a few things. Who will will Tom be able to keep the lead in the championship, or will somebody else take it away from him? Is Vapid gonna be able to win another race?
Okay, I think it's happening. We are getting an Aston Martin on the grid.
Oh yeah, there you go. So yeah, it has been confirmed that we will have a restart. So we will catch you in a few minutes. Stay tuned for RFL Season 11, Round 6, Belgium. We will be back shortly.
Yes. Is there
Right, welcome back to the stream. Just a little bit of a pause. Something has happened. Something. Yeah. Wait, just get me in the party again. Get me in the party again, just real quick. Okay, just a quick. Right.
Hi.
Hi. Sorry for that. Just a quick disconnect from the game itself. So what that does, essentially, that restart actually allows everyone to use the ideal setup this time.
Yeah, that's one thing, but you know, it creates a
So
level playing field, I suppose.
yeah,
Well,
people who run wet setups can now run dry setups, and the people who run dry setups will
if
obviously
the
run the same.
race was going to be dry anyway, then surely you'd just run a dry setup, no?
Yeah, but because Park for May is on,
Yeah.
right? Yeah. So this time we should all of us be in. Can you check the stream if both of our audios are included?
I can indeed do that.
Just to make sure. We've had quite the delay today, unfortunately.
Made a mistake there.
A wee mistake.
Okie dokie. Right. So, what is your opinion, or prediction even, on who is going to win the race?
I honestly don't know. Considering, I mean, it's up for grabs. Honestly, it's Spies. It's a very long circuit.
It is indeed,
22
yeah,
laps.
yeah.
22 laps with high tire wear, high speed corners. Anything can happen. Basically, they can. And I'm just gonna say the usual suspects at the front.
Yes.
Challenge for the win. It can be either Tom, it can be James, it can be Vapid, it can be Finns, it can even be K-Tarrier. Or anyone else, if something happens to these guys ahead, it's open, honestly.
Yeah, because, as mentioned earlier, we've got Tom leading James in the championship by only 2 points, so they will be eager to get one on the other one. But also, Finn's last time out at Silverstone won the Grand Prix. So
Indeed, and we have a sunny race this time.
yes, very, very, very bright sunshine, unlike Scotland most of the time. To be fair, it's quite sunny today. To be fair, so
I enjoy the sun while it lasts. We had a pretty awful day in the morning, and then towards the evening it got a bit better. It's the sun peeking out. Right, so Spa's had quite a few good races around. It's been quite a good track for RFL. We've had many exciting races in the past. Quite challenging battles. And I had fun battles with Vapid and Tom for podium positions back in Season 8 and Season 9 as well. Season 10, I don't remember that much. Honestly, kind of forgot what happened.
well then.
But no need for concern. Today we have all the right cards for a great race.
Right.
Most of the people
Yeah.
starting on either mediums or softs
A very
so far.
tasty race is on the cards, and I'm just currently in the bottom left corner, just admiring that camera operative guy, just awkwardly looking from side to side and stuff.
Oh yeah.
And yeah, we can see a Red Bull front wing in the sort of the foreground, I suppose you can call it. You can see some is that hard tires in the Red Bull garage there.
Yep, strategy is already revealed. We can already see which tires they will go on.
Well, does that mean that they're not going to go on the hard tires to start with because they're in the garage? So
Perhaps, look, because if you look at the Red Bulls, they're both on mediums.
ah,
No one is taking the gamble on the hards. Actually, never mind. Panic has decided to choose the hard tires for the time being. Well, how was the championship like after Tom and James? Like, how does it look after
Okay,
that? Vapid is
so-
pretty close as well, isn't it? Isn't he?
funny you should ask because I can provide that information for you right now. So Tom Gorian's on 87 points with Lord James on 85. So yeah, as we said, 2 points separating them. Both Scott and Vapid are on 60 points. Then it is a little bit of a gap down to 5th place, which is Finn's. He's on 36 points, with Deaton 1 point behind on 35. Then it's Kozlezko in the other McLaren as well as Deaton. So Kozlezko on 33 with So Fresh on 25 with Fisichella 24, Sigma Alonso 22, Inns 17, Kirby 16, Dr. Mose 15, Mac Attack 10. Then it is Skull Killer and Tarrier on 9, with Clumby and Colonel Panic on 8. Then it's EBI and myself on 7. Then it's Vesper Jupiter 6, and then Star is on 1 point.
And as soon as you finish the standings, perfect timing, we go on the formation up, and already James is very aggressively trying to warm up his tires. Like, he has a very aggressive way of getting these tires up the temperature. Indeed. So let's just quickly turn on the telemetry data we have at our disposal, and everyone, bar a few people, chose mediums. So quite aggressive from soft users at the back. Jupiter, EBI and So Fresh all on the softs. Panic, Kirby and Sigma Alonso chose a bit more conservative, slightly more conservative strategy on the hards. And again, you can see the way James warms up his tires. Like I've mentioned a couple of times before, he induces the car into a lot of understeer, forcing the tires to slide, essentially warming up the tires, and goes on the grass a little bit. That's what Kimi Räikkönen like to do, and I probably mentioned it quite a few times already, but just to make sure that people know as well, just as a fun little fact, Kimi used to do this kind of tire warm-up as well back in the days of the Michelin tire.
Oh, gotta love the good old Michelin tires.
Indeed, indeed, I missed a tire war in Formula 1, Bridgestone versus Michelin, or versus Goodyear. Those tires actually lasted, and you could push like hell on them, but today's tires, you have to manage, you have to caress them, you have to manage them. If you push a little bit too much, they explode in your hands, basically. So it's gonna be good. It's not as bad in the game as it is in real life, as he tackles that curb quite aggressively, does the Haas driver. Wonder who's going to be able to take the lead into turn 1. Is it going to be James? Is it going to be Finns? Or is it going to be someone else from further behind to have an absolute stonking start?
Yes, hopefully we don't see a
2012.
yes, a Lewis Hamilton and Grosjean style crash, or indeed a Alonso and Leclerc style crash.
Oh yeah, that one from 2018.
What beautiful camera angles we have. Oh, there we go. There's a decent-ish one.
There you go.
Oh.
Having to switch further back, having to switch onto Tom Gorian to actually get. Oh,
Oh no.
migrating host. Vapid has
Oh
left the
dear.
session. Something's happened.
Well, that's not good.
Something's happened.
Oh dear.
Oh, people have been disqualified already. Things have not gone according to plan. Race is underway though. So far, it's a great start from James. Finn stays in second place. Tom Gorian has a great start. I think there's a, yeah. Kate Talia has moved up into second place. From that, I wonder what's happened to Vapid. I don't know if you can try and get him in again, but the fact that he's migrating host is not a good sign. We might see another restart, but at the moment, as you can see, all cars close together. Kate Talia is trying to go around the outside of James. Does he make it? They make contact. Tom's out of this. Wait, Tom? No, Tom's
I
just
think we
retired
are
from the session.
restarting.
Oh,
I
there's
think
contact.
Tom
So,
did it on purpose because we're restarting.
oh, there's been an accident.
Apparently
Yeah,
the
it's quite
lobby's
clear.
crashed, so yeah. Well then.
Right, so already scenes happening already, so we will be back shortly. Just interrupting, just a quick break. Again, grab your snacks, grab your drinks.
Yes.
We'll be back with you shortly after this mess has been sorted. Tune in a few minutes. Don't go away, and
Pretty please.
hopefully things will be better next time.
Yes.
Third time lucky. Third time lucky.
Yes. Well.
Just make sure you include the audios again. There you go. Ladies and gentlemen, we are back for attempt numero 3. Third attempt, third time lucky. Hopefully this time things work out. Fortunately, if the host disconnects, it does require a restart because migrating host does mess up the lobby quite a bit. I'm not sure if API managed to join on time actually. That may. There's a few drivers missing, I think. Is that true? Am I?
Yeah, I think it is true. Which isn't obviously ideal.
No, only one. No, only one driver is missing, I think, and that's EBI. He just joined the session as soon as the session went. Right, so do we have another 5-minute wait? Not too sure.
Well,
Right, so third time lucky. We seem to have once again sunny weather. 22 laps around Spa. And we have to do the entire procedure again. Formation lap, and then we will be able to finally go racing around the circuit of the Ardennes. Oh, somebody has pressed A too early, so we will be going sooner than expected. It has worked out twice. So we didn't ready up. Now we readied up too early on the third attempt, fortunately. I hope everyone's gone off the grid. Yep, they have. No problems whatsoever so far. Good to see. Tires, I think the same as before. Yep, they are. Maybe Dr. Mo was switched on to softs though. Sigma Alonso on the hards. Panic on the hards. This time Kirby has decided to go for the more aggressive strategy, the soft tire. As well as Vespa, Jupiter, So Fresh and Dr. Mo, the only runners on the red soft tire. And then we only have 2 more hard tire users. Those are Kenner Panic and Sigma Alonso. The rest, as you can see on your screen, is our mediums. So tire procedure, once again, see if the start is going to work out this time. Hopefully no disconnections there once again, at least not from the lobby host. Cal, you with me? Have you included your audio?
hello there. And welcome along to definitely attempt number 1 of the race.
Oh, James has a snap. Obviously, they're trying to get heat into the tires. Obviously, Spa-Francorchamps is a circuit. It has long straights, yeah, and the tires do have a lot of time to cool down. But at the same time, it's got very high speed, like a lot of high speed corners, which puts a load of lots of loads on the tires, lateral loads, of course, and that's just gonna warm them up again. So it's important to find a good balance between tire temperatures and also obviously what people are running. Are they running more downforce? Are they running less downforce to have a faster car in a straight line? Or do they have the perfect balance of both? We will find out shortly as the drivers line themselves up on the grid. We once again don't have a great angle. Fortunately, there's no good angle for this. Unfortunately, once again the game disappointing a little bit in terms of the starting camera. We don't have any good camera available to us. And it's lights out for the Belgium Grand Prix. James has a good start. Kate Tarriers as a look down the inside of SFR Fins. The camera angle is really poor. We can't see anything. But what we do see now is Kate Tarrier.
Oh, there's a crash behind. Oh my gosh, I just saw
Been a big
that.
crash as Kirby is... No, Kirby's out. Kirby is out of the race. So...
Yeah, I just caught a little bit of that. There was contact, obviously between Skulker and somebody, sort of through, sort of pink after the source. But yeah, safety car deployed, unsurprisingly. And if that was at the front of the grid, we could have had a 1998 repetition there. But it was not at the front, so it's unfortunately 2 drivers out.
2 drivers out instantaneously. We've not even gone up to a Rouge. Kirby, who has been aiming to finish a race around Spa in RFL at least without having some sort of accident. And ironically enough, he is out before his Achilles heel around here. It was Eau Rouge and Radignon where he struggled. Most of the times he did crash, it happened there, and this time it happened before. Unfortunate for the American driver in the AlphaTauri. Unfortunate, really unfortunate. I was hoping for him to be able to continue on, but we've caught that live. This car absolutely destroyed, lying in the middle of the track. Nothing he can do there.
Yeah, Tarry gaining 2 positions to take the lead of the Belgian Grand Prix. Now the question is, does anyone want to come into the pits at the end of the first lap?
So far, doesn't look like it. Nobody is going into the pits. And obviously, you have fresh tires. The only person to go into the pits at the moment is Star, who's missing his front wing, as well as Vespa Jupiter. I think has some sort of damage to his car as well.
Yeah, front wing change for Star, and Vespa Jupiter into the pits as well. On to the mediums.
Apparently Kezleska's has overtaken Alonso. Just saw that on the position screen on your left side of the screen. Don't know if that was something misunderstanding or something. Hopefully everything is cleared. No problems. Hopefully. Obviously, our thoughts go out for Skullkiller and Kirby, especially Kirby, who's unfortunately retired immediately after the source. His teammate is in 11th place on the hard tire. Yeah, so far, still the usual suspects. Vapid has not had a great start either. I think he's lost a place or 2. Yeah, Vapid's lost 2 places indeed. As Fisichella is ahead of Panic now. Maybe another misunderstanding. Somebody just barely missing the car in front. But yeah, K-Tarrier obviously inherited the lead with a beautiful start, getting 2 positions from 3rd place on the grid. James and Finns have stayed in the same order, but they've lost a place, obviously. Tom has stayed where he started in 4th place, and Kislesko's has made up a place against Sigma Alonso. And the rest looks pretty good as well. They didn't even take 1 lap. Not even 1 sector, and we already had the safety car out. So, obviously, anyone who's underfueled the car a little bit now has a little bit of assistance there to save some fuel. Thanks to the safety car being out, obviously, now allowing you to use lean mix during one. I miss I miss the options to choose between lean, rich, and standard engine modes. But it is what it is. We have what we have now, and it's standard or lean mix when you're on an out lap or under safety car. So if you've just joined us, if you just tuned in, obviously we've had a safety car since lap 1. Basically since before Eau Rouge even properly happened. We have 2 retirements so far, Scott Killer and TM Kirby, who unfortunate retirees, both falling out before they even got to Eau Rouge. K-Tarrier has inherited the lead, with James dropping down to 2nd and Finns dropping down to 3rd. Tom's kept his starting position in 4th, and he's going to be aiming for that red and black Alfa Romeo in front of him. He needs to somehow beat James in this race, or at least just outscore him in any way he possibly can to extend, even just keep or extend even his championship lead at the moment. Championship top 2 in the championship separated by 2 mere points, as confirmed indeed it is that the safety car is coming in this lap. Cal, are you ready to watch an absolute train?
Yes, indeed. Train. Obviously, with Tarrier out in front, he now will be controlling the pace until he chooses to go. And yeah, it's now a question of when does he indeed go, as the safety car dives into the pit lane. And we are about to get back underway at this Belgian Grand Prix.
Let's see when he goes, the Alpine driver. Very slow, and he's gone. Restart has been completed as James is already under attack. Just aiming a little bit. Tom is already under attack. His Lesko is on the attack of Tom around the outside. Doesn't make it stick. Let's go back at the front. We can see on the wide shot what's going on behind. K-Tarrier still leads with James in 2nd and Finns in 3rd. Tom in 4th being reeled in by Kislesko at the moment. Let's go further back there. You can see very awful camera angles, unfortunately. Kislesko.
Oh dear. Dr. Moore's out of the race.
And there's been an accident.
Was hit from behind after losing the car, coming out of Lake Home.
Lost connection with my controller, unfortunately. I think
that is the Williams of Dr. Mo out of the race, and it is the 2nd safety car of this Grand Prix. So, who's going to come into the pits this time around?
We've not had a clean lap racing yet today. It's lap 4 already. but most of it spent on the safety car. So yeah, Dr. Mo, unfortunately, adding to the list of retirement. 3 in 4 laps, 2 of which have been set under safety car. This second safety car will make a few people think, should I pit now for hards? Should I stay out? We shall find
definitely
out.
going to be interesting to see who comes in, if anyone.
Vapid goes to the pits.
The first of the drivers to come in, along with Colonel Panic in the Alpha Tauri. He's very careful with the pit entrance line, and So Fresh is also very careful on the pit entrance speed limit line. And a nice pit stop on to the mediums for So Fresh.
Oh, penalty
and
softs
for Colonel Panic. Interesting.
Mediums for So Fresh, hards for Vapid,
and
softs
Vapid
for
on the hards. Yeah. All 3 drivers pitting onto a different tyre. So we'll see which driver has made the best decision.
Lap 5 out of 22 with 16 laps to go now. 17, sorry. 17 laps to go to the end. We've only had 5. If you're tuning in just now, this is indeed the second safety car. First one caused by Skullkiller and Team Kirby, having separate accidents after turn 1 from the race start. Then we've had Dr. Mo right after the safety car restart on the previous lap. Caught on stream, unfortunately. Got hit from behind from what we've seen and crashed into a wall and retired. So we only have 14 runners from the 18 that we were supposed to be, one of which was not able to join the session, unfortunately, and 3 others have retired. So down to 14 hours we are. So getting smaller and smaller. This field is getting smaller and smaller with each lap. Raced on the green flags. Still can't tell who can win this race. Keitaria's shown some good pace, but he has Finns and Lord James behind him. Those two obviously know how to race each other. We've seen that last week around Silverstone. Quite an exciting battle for the lead. Race won by SFR Finns last time out.
Yeah, it's gonna be very interesting to see how the rest of this race pans out. Also, we've got obviously many drivers towards the front and with the capabilities of winning this race. So who's gonna have the best time of it?
Can be any one of the top few drivers that you've said. Just having one more chill lap around under safety car, we shall see how things are. I think this is the final lap before it comes in. Pulls it into the pit lane, releasing these 14 remaining drivers around the Ardennes circuit. Spa-Francorchamps has undergone a few changes over the years as well, the racetrack, towards the track we all know and love today.
Indeed, yes. It's obviously it used to be a lot larger. I think, is it still the longest circuit on the calendar?
Yep, it is indeed. It's the longest. It's the longest track on the calendar in terms of distance, but longest racetrack is indeed Spa. I think Singapore is also quite long. I am not mistaken. Takes long as well. Almost takes 2 hours to complete a 100% race.
Yeah, obviously with the low average speeds there, obviously makes it that one that just takes the sort of longest to complete.
The Aston Martin safety car sharing the spotlight with the Mercedes safety car in certain tracks. And as I predicted at the beginning of the lap, this is indeed the lap in which the safety car pulls into the pit lane, releasing the drivers into green flag conditions once again. Let's see who has the better restart. Let's see, can James challenge Keitaria down the Camel Straight, or will Keitaria manage to stay ahead? Or maybe Finns is gonna get in there as well as Tom. We shall find out pretty soon as we head into the bus stop chicane.
Oh, a big slide there from Tarry.
Has a very good exit indeed, around taking the very long outside line. Finns is having a look there. He's really close already. Quite a long train of cars down towards Eau Rouge we go. Keitaria has a healthy lead towards James. We have a nice onboard shot from Finns' camera, but look at Tom. Tom is also really close. Again, a very bad camera angle once again from Codemaster. We're forced to switch cars to have an outside shot as Vespa Jupiter gets past Sigma Alonso, I think. Jupiter with a great start. They're starting pretty much last, I think. Up to P7 he is. James tried to get closer again to Keitaria. He is closing the gap slightly. It's gone from 0.8 to 0.7 of a second. Finns is not as close as he would like to be. Tom is even closer to him than he is to Lord James in second place so far, as we have Clumby and Panic switching positions left, right and centre, as Panic makes the move stick, but as I look around the outside, Vapid was having a look around the outside. That couldn't make the move stick. Let's go back to the front. Kezlesko is close to Tom all of a sudden. Tom has made a mistake. Something's happened to him because he's lost a lot of ground to Finns. Around the outside, no, he closes the door and keeps the position against Kezlesko. Really aggressive driving from the two, trying to get into each other's spaces. Lord James sets the fastest lap actually. I don't know if you've seen that, if it was the same for you, but doesn't look like Keitaria can keep him behind much longer. He's already used half of his ERS.
Yep, Vapid making an overtake on Combi into the source and makes the move stick as well. He's gone a bit deep into Eau Rouge. Oh my god, that Starcrack's going very wide through Eau Rouge and Radion and is now down in 14th.
So far in the lead, remains unchanged since lap 1. Keitaria still leads James in second place, as Finns is also there, getting closer each corner. Just maybe, yeah, there you go, 7.3, 7.6. It's a little bit elastic right now. Look at James.
Contact. And So Fresh has been sent for a bit of a spin. I believe that was with the Red Bull Fizzy Killer.
Oh, Keitaria's just made a mistake.
Keitaria's
just made a small mistake. He slid into the mid part of the S section. James is all over him now. The Haas bearing down on the Alpine as he tries to go around the outside of Blanchimont. Last time something like this happened, there was a massive accident in real life as Keitaria crashes the car into the wall. He's lost it. And he's out of the race. And that is another safety car. Tried to go side by side. I called it there. We've seen accidents happen and it has caught out Keitaria once again. Another retirement for the Alpine driver. And James, just like that, takes the lead. As many drivers pulled into the pit lane, Tom Gorian has gone into the pits, as well as Finns. Finns has gone into the pits. He's going to put on the hard tire as well as Kozlowski does the same thing. Tom Gorian has lost quite a few positions, I think. No, he's still there. He's still in between the two. Hard tires for the three. Pitting in from second, third, and fourth. These three go on to hard tires. Vapidkut has decided to switch onto the medium tire, get rid of his old tires, and now he is on the alternate strategy. Can he make it to the end? That is the question. By the time the safety car ends, we will have 11 laps to go. We're already on lap 9. The race has flown by, even though we spent most of it under safety car. Cal, are you there?
Lap
Oh,
9,
yep. There you go.
and it's our third safety car of the Grand Prix.
At this rate, we'll run out of safety cars that are available.
Yeah, so yeah, obviously, the story of the race so far. Fortunately, EBI wasn't able to join us, and then Skullkiller and Jim Kirby, obviously retiring on the first lap, and then Dr. Mo, heading downhill towards, I think it's the hairpin of, is it Brussels? Is that the right name for that corner? Anyway,
Malmedy.
he was hit from behind, which puts him off to a spin to the side and into the wall. So that was how the Williams retired, and then LTK Terrier in the Alpine. I didn't actually see it myself, so I'm not too sure what actually happened. I don't know
Going
if you
side
could
by side.
elaborate on that.
I got on stream. We were going side by side, 3 blanchiments, and it just seems just Keitaro just lost the car. They didn't make any contact. It's an awkward corner to go side by side with. In real life, accidents have happened there. If people, I think the older F1 fans or just people that know a lot about Formula 1 will remember Luciano Berti's accident there with Eddie Irvine back in the distant 2001 as James goes into the pits, but that's 1 lap too late. He's gonna drop behind everyone who's already pit for hards and mediums, so he's gonna fall behind Clumby possibly.
Yeah, I wonder if he had already passed the pit entrance when the safety car came out. So I wonder
No,
if
he
that
has not.
is what's happened there.
He has not. The safety car was out instantaneously, basically. In that case, either it has called him out or he just decided to go 1 more lap. But he does switch onto the soft tyre, but curious to see if he can pull it to the end. Because tyre wear around Belgium is quite atrocious, if I say so, if I allow myself to say that. Quite abrasive surface as well. Not helping the fact that cars are running less downforce than usual. Makes the car slide around a little bit more. Tires heating up a little bit more than what they need to be. Just can easily cause the tires to damage quite quickly.
Yeah, so it's TRC Deton who currently leads the race with Simon Alonso P2 and Fisichella is P3 with Star and P4, So Fresh P5. Then it's Finns and Tom 6th and 7th with Kozlowski ahead of Vapid and Clumby who rounds out the top 10 with Lord James in 11th, Best Reducer 12th and Colonel Panic in P13. And that is how your order is looking as. And will the safety car be coming in at the end of this lap?
Maybe, perhaps, because we've had it out for 2 laps usually and it's went in again. And indeed, you are correct. Safety car will be coming in at the end of this lap. Everyone has already a pit stop to their name, with the exception of Alonso and Teton, the 2 drivers in the lead at the moment. Want to see what they'll do. They will be forced to pit eventually. And they're going to lose a lot of time to add to that as well, unless they're hoping for another safety car. Perhaps, but we shall find out. Deaton is in the lead now, so he is going to choose where to go, choose the pace for these final few meters under yellow flag restart conditions, and he's already gone. Sigma Alonso still close to him. Actually, no, maybe half a second ahead. Two Red Bulls.
Oh, Finn's up the inside. Oh, he's made contact with Star.
Oh,
And that is not ideal.
Finn's already compromised a little bit. I hope there's no damage for him. He tries to go around the outside of So Fresh. Oh, that was dangerous, but he made it work somehow. Don't know how, but he has. Kislesko's all over him, though.
Side by side for the lead. Physical and Deaton going for it.
Ooh, Alonso is having a look around the outside as well. Alonso makes it stick. Fisichella loses a place, but he sends it down the inside and makes the move stick again. Like, very good overtake by the Red Bull driver on 5-lap-old hards. Those won't feel too good anymore against fresher hard rubber. But Sigma Alonso himself is on 10-lap-old tyres as Fisichella gets a penalty for corner counting or exceeding track limits. Not ideal as we get another bad camera angle. Oh, there's a lot of cars. There's a huge gaggle of cars, and that's Tom Gorian, who's trying to, who's made the pass on Fins. He's trying to overtake Sigma Alonso around the outside. Does he make it? He gets pushed wide. Ooh, that's really close to the wall, and Fins is passed again. He's not going to be happy about that, Tom. He will not be happy being pushed off like that. He's going to be raging, fuming in the cockpit there. As Kislesko also has gone past him. There's James around the outside. Look at that. Look at this beautiful piece of action. Helicopter shot from Tom, facing Tom Gorian's car. Let's go back to the lead. There's a huge gaggle of cars there. You don't know who's where and why and how and where. As Sigma Alonso has a little bit of a moment. He's losing a lot of time. 11-lap-old hards do not work here compared to fresher rubber, obviously. Tom is having a look as well as Panic is. Look at them go. The lead. There's a lot of
so many cars side by side here.
Went too far back there. Oh, Deaton cuts the corner. Oh, that's a really dangerous rejoin, but makes it stick. Fins is down the inside this time.
This is absolutely chaotic racing, and I'm all here for it. So many cars, nose to tail.
Don't know who's.
And you don't know where to look, do you?
You don't know where what is happening as one of the.
That's Deaton around.
Deaton is out. No, he's still in, but he's crashed. Obviously, there he got put in the wall. I think. A lot of aggressive racing going on as one of the Haas's is Alonso is caught a penalty. There's a lot of action going on, and I think a lot of tickets as well is going to be in by the end of this. Kislesko is
I just saw a massive bit of carbon fiber flying, heading into the first part of Stavolo, but it's a battle for P2, side by side.
Kislesko does go through, but will Fisichella allow that?
Side by side for P4, is it? No, Colonel backs out. Is he going to go to the other side though? He's got pressure on him as well as Lord James goes around the outside. That's going to turn to the inside, the second part of the bus stop. And they're side by side, heading on to lap 13.
I think that this is the first time we've had DRS enabled this race, and it's lap 13 with 9 laps to go. Panic makes an absolutely fantastic defense there, forces Lord James into going back behind him. Do we have anything going on for the lead? No. But what do we have is an angry Tom Gorian. Oh, they're
oh my
going
god, it's going to be
wide.
3 or 4 maybe wide. Oh my goodness me.
Dear, oh dear, oh dear, who's going to get out ahead? Panic is made the overtake, and James has gone around the outside of Tom. Left him out for dry. Left him out for dry there. Absolute mad scenes going on right now. No, don't know where to look. Don't know what's going on, but I'm all here for it. No, James lining up for an attack against Colonel Panic. who's moved quite far up right now. He's up to third, but how much longer as James goes around the outside? Panic doesn't let him go easily, but he makes it stick, and through he goes. James in the house, now up to P3. Next up is Kislesko in the McLaren in second. That was a lot going on there. Couldn't keep up.
Yep, Vapid's got a good run on Best Producer though. Side by side they go as they head towards Blanchimont. They're still side by side.
Mind the space, guys, as Vapid runs off the track. Oh, he's going to lose a place to Sigma Alonso. So instead of making progress, he's doing progress, but backwards. Lord James sets the fastest lap. Kislesko is now under attack from the Haas driver. Ooh, Panic really close to James there, almost rear-ending him. Tom is also there, very close. He's going to have to use DRS as well. Let's go just on board on the rear wing of the McLaren driver. Let's see. Use a little bit of ERS for good measure. James is getting closer and closer and closer, and he opens the DRS and flies past the McLaren driver. Nothing he can do to defend against the superior softer tyres of Lord James, aiding him. Having a very good exit out of La Source and setting up the overtake quite easily there. Lap 14 out of 22. Will the tyres last until the end for James? We shall find out pretty soon.
Yeah, meanwhile, Vapid, he's trying his best to get past Best Producer, but it's not quite working out at the moment. As the Aston Martin does get a penalty. But Vapid will want to make this overtake sooner rather than later.
Panic as well, really close to Kislesko's rear end there. Let's see, does he fancy a move at Blanchimont? Hopefully not, because that might not end well. We've seen Vapid having to go off track to avoid collision. We've had K-Tarrier crash from the lead, trying to defend a position there. It makes the overtake stick. Lord James now is only 6/10 behind SFR Fins in the Alfa Romeo. He's on the hard tyres. Catching up. Oh, he's run a little bit wide, has the Alfa Romeo driver, and they're equal. Oh, maybe Fins was trying to sell a dummy and make him go through to get DRS, but it has not worked. I think that's what he was trying to do, but James wasn't fooled by it. If that was the case, opens up the DRS, and around the outside goes James and into the lead quite easily there. Nothing much Fins can do as there's a yellow flag. Something's happened at the back. Is it Deaton? Deaton has lost his wing and he's going into the pits. Some beautiful racing action at the moment, very aggressive, and Cal, I think you're going to have your hands full tonight with the tickets.
Yeah, Vapid's able to finally get past Best Producer as he was forced to take to the runoff area and the bumps on the Lecombe chicane, so that is Vapid up to P6. However, he's now at 6 seconds behind the Alpine of Tom Gorian, who is in 5th place.
Panic with a penalty for track limits. Look at this. Fins is he's trying his best to keep up with the Haas driver. James is only a 5% deployment. He's only a 5% ERS deployment. Fins has. But he's low on fuel. Fins is low on fuel a little bit. His light is flashing yellow. That means he is on the limit.
Yeah, even with 3 safety cars, still low on fuel.
So maybe he was lucky to have them in the first place, because if you, after 3 safety cars, still have minimal amount of fuel left, that's a huge issue. He would not have managed to finish the race.
Fisichella has just made contact with Best Producer, heading towards the pit stop line. I think that might have been what has caused the virtual safety car here.
Virtual safety car, yeah, front wing loss. That means
there was a fair bit of front wing damage on the pit lane entrance there. That might be the cause of it.
That might be the cause of it.
And that means right behind Kislesko as well.
That means that Fins can use a little bit of the lean mix to save some fuel, but look at that, they're pushing quite hard for it to be a
And
virtual
we're back
safety.
to
It's
green flag.
already back. It was a very quick one. Finns has closed up the gap massively there. I don't know what's happened. James has lost a huge amount of time.
Yeah, obviously a
During
few
that.
drivers taking a bit more risk with that delta time. But Tom Gordon all over the back of Kozlowski as well.
Zesko trying to defend his 4th place against a angry Tom Gorian. His race has not gone according to his plan, I think, but still he can make it to the podium if he tries hard enough, which I am sure he is. Look at that run he has on the McLaren. Well, look at Panic as well. Panic is really close as Tom goes down the inside of, makes the overtake before Blanchimont even arrives. So Kozlowski now trying to have a look around the outside. Tom brakes really late and gets the overtake done quite nicely indeed. Now up to, now he needs to get as close as possible, as quickly as possible to Panic to get some DRS. Because Kozlowski is not going to stay behind him that much longer. He's not going to want to stay there much longer. Finns is still, I think he's still low on fuel, because sometimes his light flashes yellow. That may be cause for concern for the driver from New Zealand, but
He's
again,
really close out to the back of Lord James though.
awful camera angles, awful. You cannot watch enough forward. Awful angles from the game.
Kozlowski takes P4 away from Tom Gordon as well.
Yeah, like I said, Tom making the overtake there might have given a chance for Kozlowski to get back at him, and indeed does. Let me tell you something, Panic shows some incredible pace in the race. Maybe lacks a little bit in qualifying, but makes more than makes up for it in race trim. And he's right there with the leaders.
He is indeed. He does have a time penalty, unfortunately, for him. But if he can still remain with these guys, it'll still be a pretty good result for the AlphaTauri driver.
Indeed. Did have a couple of issues. Panic did have had to serve a quali ban today as well, the 2nd one of the season. But when the guy is on the ball, he's really quick. Can be really quick. Please more of it, because this guy seems to have a lot of potential, and I want to see him fulfill it. And hopefully he does. I mean, who knows? He can even win this race if things go his way. Tom has decided to wait a little bit longer behind Kozlowski to get the DRS. Has learned from his action the previous lap, seeing that making an overtake just before Blanchimont doesn't really aid your chances of staying ahead.
Yep. Lord James all over the back of Finns here.
But moving to the lead, indeed.
Go side by side, just about.
Oh, look at Panic going down the inside.
3 wide here.
Is Panic. Panic takes the lead. Oh, makes contact and he's round. Oh, he's crashed into Finns. He's crashed into Finns. Finns is still in the race. He's still in the race. Okay. Oh, Panic making contact. Making contact there with Lord James. James ran the outside with Panic on the inside. Makes contact with James, which causes his car to spin into Finns. So unlucky for Finns there. Absolutely unlucky.
There's contact between Map and Finns now.
Finns is not going to be happy about that. Panic.
Yeah, there's damage on that front wing end plate off the Alfa Romeo.
Yeah, big.
So not what Finns would have wanted.
Yeah. Finns, and look who's behind him. It's Panic, the one who indirectly or directly caused this issue in the first place. Very aggressive attempt at overtaking from Panic, which unfortunately just messed up both of their races. But the big winner here is Tom at the moment, because thanks to the shenanigans those two caused, he is up to 2nd place. But Kozlowski, who's also been steadily improving over time, is putting him under pressure for that 2nd spot on the podium. doesn't seem to be as close as he needs to be to even attempt an overtake. Although his light is flashing, Tom's light is flashing. James is getting away, so as long as he doesn't make any mistakes, he's got this win in the bag, and he's gonna overtake Tom in the championship, I think. But this is the best outcome for Tom. Of course, if nothing happens to James at the front, obviously.
Yeah, I'll say with only 2 points between them, whoever wins the race out of the two will be the championship leader.
And at the moment, the case in favour seems to go for James. All he needs to do now is not get a penalty and keep the tyres cool. Who's Star is getting constant penalties there. I don't know what he's doing.
Well, Finn's is round, I think.
Finn's is round again. Yeah. Yeah, unfortunate. Unlucky. Finn's innocent bystander in that accident. It was just a domino effect of panic going down the inside of James. James making contact with him, sending panic into spin and spun into Finn's, who just innocent bystander there.
Yep, 3 laps to go now, and it's Lord James with a 2.2 second advantage on Tom Gorian.
Finn's is round again, I think. Yep, he's lost complete motivation. I think it's fully understandable as well. Going from challenging for the leads to now being...
Meanwhile, Kozlowski's got DRS on Tom here. We're going to go side by side into the column here. And it is Kozlowski who takes second position.
Tom with a little bit of lag. It looked like he was going to rear end Kozlowski, but it is just that, a little bit of lag. If I were Tom Gorian, if you were Tom, what would you do? I know what I would do if I was in Tom Gorian's shoes at the moment.
I'd want to be behind Kozlowski Atlasaurus to get the DRS on the final lap. I think that's what I would want to be doing.
That is, you've read my thoughts. That is what I would be doing as well. Save up a little bit of ERS because Tom has less ERS available to him than Kozlowski. Kozlowski's got a little bit more. James now managing his tires a little bit. Doesn't need to push as hard as before. Clumby gets a 3-second time penalty for multiple warnings. Something's happened to Star. Finn's is ahead now. He's up to 10th, but nothing can consolidate him.
Okay.
For the potential.
Tom Gorian, he is right in that slipstream of Kozlowski. Does he go for the move though? That's the question. Seems like he's going for it.
He does go for it, but that leaves him basically dry unless he's gonna. The only thing that comes to mind what he could do is he could run wide into turn 1 and let Kozlowski by.
He could do that, yeah, but it's... I suppose the risk versus reward here.
Oh, there's been a crash there. Somebody's lost carbon fibers pieces, and it's Finn's losing another end plate. Actually, look at this. Tom Gorian is gaining on James at the moment. He's gained half a second. So I'm not too sure if James has made a mistake or he's starting to struggle on those tires. He's 11 up old now. They've seen the best of their days. They're slowly starting to die from the inside.
Yeah, that gap is coming down. Can Tom somehow make up the time he requires to get within DRS?
I don't think so. It won't be enough. But somebody who can try and make an overtake is Kozlesko, who's managed to stay within the DRS range of Tom. Let's see, does he do? No, he doesn't. He takes the corner normally, so this means Kozlesko's got the advantage. Tom is already flashing. He doesn't have any ERS available anymore. Look at the time. He's losing to Kozlesko. Final lap. Now, around the outside, he makes the move stick, and Tom is behind. Tom maybe should have waited one more lap to try the overtake, because that might have cost him second place. But still, look at that. Look at that. James
still has
is
an opportunity though.
James is 1
into
second
the bus stop
only.
chicane. So
James,
maybe he's banking on that.
James is only 1 second ahead. He's losing a lot of time. He's slowing down massively. He's lost 0.8 of a second there. His tires may be his tires may be shot now. Look at that. He's losing so much time. Tom and Kozlesko need to work together and try and get past Lord James now, as there's another yellow flag. I think that's Finn's once again. This could get interesting. Kozlesko could win this race if things go well.
Kozlesko's within 5/10 of the lead here. This is not over yet.
As we still
We
get
head
very
into the
awful
final sector
camera
of the race.
Oh!
Oh, Lord James has lost it a bit. Oh
Tom,
my goodness me, Tom
Tom
goes
goes
and gets through.
Tom goes through. Is he going to have enough to
Who's going
overtake?
to win the race?
Does he have enough to get through on Kozlesko around the outside? Oh, Kozlesko pushes him wide. Down the inside. Is he going to make the...
Who's going to be last to break?
Oh, he
Tom
makes
Green
it.
goes
He
for it up
sends
the
it.
inside. Oh my goodness.
Oh, he spun
contact
Kozlesko.
with Kozlesko. Tom.
Ooh.
Oh my god,
I
who's
think
going to be in what position?
James has spun.
Oh.
Oh, James has spun almost.
Kozlesko wins, Tom is second by a tenth, and then another 1/10 back is Lord James in third. That was an absolutely epic final few corners there.
Oh, that was insane. But I think Tom has something to say about that. Kozlesko did tap him around there, from what I've seen, and he's definitely not happy about that. I can already sense a ticket coming in pretty soon about that, because that's gone. That's what I mentioned. Maybe James is going to struggle towards the end, and he did, and he struggled massively.
Yeah, it was anyone's race in the top three going into the final corner. And yeah, there was that bit of contact, so we'll see if it stays the way it is or not.
Yep, definitely see that happening. There's a lot, yeah, chat going crazy already. Few things not gone the way few drivers feel like could have went for them. Finn's with a damaged end plate. He's writing in the chat, so he's not racing himself, I think. And he is gonna finish in pretty much last. 12th out of 13 drivers left. A dreadful race, that, for Finn's. He was challenging for the win there. And had that accident with Panic not happened, who knows? If he'd stayed in the lead towards the end, James would have dropped off, then who knows? Who knows? We'll never know. And indeed, things are kicking off in the chat, indeed. And there you have it. Your provisional race winner at the moment. Kozlesko sprays the champagne. Tom Gorin in second. He's definitely going to have something to say about that last attempt at an overtake Kozlesko made into the final turn. And James, who could have nailed the both of them, but oversteer caused him to slide and half spin and lose the positions. But this means one way or the other, Tom Gorian increases, against all odds, the lead in the championship.
He does indeed.
So this race, I had the feeling today we would have gotten an exciting race, and we have received one. And boy, oh boy, was it exciting.
Yes, and so yeah, thank you all for tuning in, and we will see you in 2 weeks' time
Wait, we're not done.
for what I believe is
Oh,
going to
yeah.
be the Italian Grand Prix.
So, anything? Nope. Kind of forgot to do the standings, but we were so focused on that ending battle there. Well, as Cal said, I hope you've enjoyed today's race. I absolutely did. I could barely keep up for what was happening after that final restart. A whole gaggle of cars trying to get past each other, tripping into each other, and accidents happening, tires dying off at the end. Surprise winners as well. So, like I said, anyone can win today, and indeed, we had somebody who's been waiting for that first win. He's got it, but we will see if anything changes at that, because at the moment everything is provisional, of course. After tickets, things may change, still subject to change, but we'll leave it at that for the moment. Next week, I think, is it a break week next week?
It is indeed, yes, it is.
Indeed, so we will have a break week next week, but what we won't have break for is Monday, Papa Champs, the league partnering with RFL. Don't forget to tune in for that. 2 very interesting races going to happen on Monday, and still 3 playoff spots, I think, to be handed out. And yeah, tune in for that. It's going to be exciting. Hope you've enjoyed, and we'll catch you guys next time. Have a good one.
Bye!